I think we should break up. It's just not working for me anymore. Wow, just like that? Wow, no warning, no nothing? I mean, I kind of gave you a warning the first time you cheated on me and I took you back, but then I quit you cheating again. So it just amazes me how you can just like give up so easily on us. I'm not giving up easily. I thought about this very, very hard. Wow, you never really loved me, did you? You give up so easily. You don't even want to fight for us. Fight for us? Like who am I supposed to be fighting? You? Fighting me? What are you even talking about? I said fight for us, for this relationship, for our love. I'm actually going to be fighting you because you're the one cheating. You're the one lying. Like who else? Who am I supposed to be fighting? Come on, go ahead and walk out on me. Go ahead and walk out on me. I'm just gonna unalive myself. Wow. Now you gonna play this game? Yes, I am gonna play a game. It's called Russian roulette. I hate you so much, but I love you, and that's why I'm fighting for us. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to yet another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock. I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for narcissistic personality disorder, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims and survivors of this disorder as well. This series is dedicated to just making my TikToks and my YouTube shorts longer. They are 60 seconds or less. You know, this is going to get a little bit more in-depth. So that skit you just watched, and I know you loved and you probably laughed at, is about, a narcissist saying you're fighting for the relationship. Like, hey, you're not gonna fight for us? This, that. As you can see, that right there that's literally how the narcissistic mind works right there, y'all. It's just like the narcissist puts you into situations where you are the one that you are the one that has to fight for the relationship. And I always ask, like, if a narcissist says, or a toxic person says, or a very, very manipulative person says, you don't want to fight for us. Like, you gonna give up that easy? You don't want to fight for us. Like, you really don't want to fight for us. You're not gonna fight for our love and fight for our relationship. What does that even mean, y'all? What literally does that even mean? Like, actually, ask yourself that question. What does it mean when a narcissistic person says to you, you're not going to fight for us? What does that mean? What's the meaning of that? Who are you supposed to be fighting for? Who are you supposed to be fighting against? Like, who? Like, literally, who? Who? Answer that question. When they say, because I know a lot of people have experienced this before, and they say, like, you don't want to fight for us. You're not fighting for us. Who are you supposed to be fighting? What are you supposed to be fighting? Are you supposed to be fighting fighting against yourself, the urge to choose happiness and leave this person? Or are you supposed to be fighting against the actual narcissistic person in their own way, the toxic person, to get them to stop cheating and treating you terribly? Because it doesn't have to be cheating. It could be lying to you. It could be manipulating you. It could be isolating you away from your friends and family. It could be just financial abuse. It could be can I please? You don't have access to the money for some reason. Can I please have some money? What do you need money for? Like, I'm good. You're good. Financial abuse is a real thing. Narcissists want to be like y'all. We want to be in control of everything in the relationship dynamic. Literally everything, money, you. Cars, house, job, like literally everything. So if you try to take some of the control back, you are fighting against us. Honestly, we'll fight in the narcissist mind. You're fighting against us. So you're fighting. If the man, it's a lot of men out here just like, you're fighting against submission. You need to submit to me. Blah 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 beep 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 beep. I understand that concept, but like, come on now, you gotta be worthy to submit to. I reckon. But like, people like. If you ever hear that question, respond like I did in that video. I know it sounds like a joke. I know it does. I know it's funny because I made it. I know it's funny. But respond with that same thing. You don't want to fight for us. How do I fight for us? You are the issue. You keep cheating. But if you say that to them, and you allow them to flip it on you. Because they'll say, I'm only cheating because you don't do this. I'm only cheating because you don't do that. I'm only lying to you because you don't do this. I don't let you get the money because you don't do this. And you don't want this. And you don't want the same thing. Or you're too ignorant to use the money correctly. If you give them the opportunity to gaslight you and lie to you, they will do it. Like we're going to do it. It's our second nature. If you provide us the opportunity to gaslight you to the high heavens, we're going to take that opportunity. We're going to seize that opportunity. Why wouldn't we? You presented it for us. We're going to take that opportunity. When one door opens, when one door closes, we use gaslighting to open the next door. When God shuts the window, the narcissist opens the door. Like, come on now, y'all. Like, literally. What are you fighting? Like, ask yourself that question, because I know a lot of people have heard that before, man and woman alike. What have you heard? You've heard that statement before, though, correct? I know you heard, you don't want to fight for us. You stopped fighting for us. You gave up on us. How in the hell are you, like, how? Make that make sense, y'all. What are you fighting? How did you give up? You didn't give up. You got tired. That's not giving up. That's choosing you. You know, choose better. That's what I'm saying. When people say give up, I don't want to give up on it. It seems like I'm just abandoning them and giving up on them. That makes you feel guilty. We want you to feel guilty, because if you feel guilty, we got you. The second you feel guilty, you become gullible to narcissistic manipulation. You become gullible to toxic manipulation. The second you become guilty, the second, and you can become guilty, but the second we know you're guilty, you're done. You're finished. I promise you, because that guilt will be weaponized into a weapon, and you will be struck with it. I promise you. Guilt is weaponized. Weaponized guilt is a real thing. I guarantee you, the second you feel guilty, the narcissistic person will take advantage of you and play on your emotions. Because we told you, like, the narcissist has told you the trauma that we've been through, right? They said we know, the trauma we've been through. How you gonna leave us knowing all this trauma we've been through and experienced? How you gonna let us go? How you gonna walk away from us? Just like my mom did, just like my dad did, just like my wife did with my kids. How you gonna walk away from us? Got you. As soon as you feel guilty, you might start crying. Well, I understand. Bloop, 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 beat. Got you. Guilt is weaponized, y'all. I promise you. Go ahead and feel guilty if you want to. Let them know you're feeling guilty. Let the narcissist that you're staring down, that you're confronting, let them know that you feel guilty. Please. Because they're going to take advantage of you. They're going to get you. And you're going to be feeling sorry for yourself later on. Because the second you feel guilty, and plus at the end, I'm gonna touch on the end. I know y'all like, when you gonna get to the unaliving yourself? It's coming. It's coming. I'm gonna dissect this thing, boy. I'm dissecting my own skit. silly me. But that's how it goes, though, y'all. And that's how I want to bring awareness because narcissistic people will use your own guilt against you. Your guilt for you don't want to give up on us, but it's not giving up. It's choosing you. You can choose you. Reformulate the words. Transformative vocabulary is a real thing, y'all. The words you say to yourself matter. The words you say matter. I didn't give up. I chose me. Boom. What feels better? What's more empowering? I gave up. That sounds like you quit a job. It sounds like you quit your dream job. But if you say, I chose me, I chose happiness, I chose a better path, those sound empowering. Not just like, I gave up. Power yourself up, because if you don't, I'm telling you, if you feel guilty, if you let them know you feel guilty, you're done. And if all else fails, if the narcissist feels like their back is against the wall, the toxic person feels like their back is against the wall, I'll just go unalive myself. And you know what unalive means. I say it because it had to be PC. You have to keep it you have to keep it copacetic on here. So I say unalive instead of, the slur slide, But literally, that's how it goes, though, right there. Because when all else fails, go ahead and leave me. I don't want to be here anymore. Go ahead and leave me. I'll just go unalive myself. Go ahead and leave me. I'm going to go eat a bullet. Some craziness like that. Because that right there is emotional manipulation, trying to play on your guilt again. Because you don't want to leave me with the possibility of me ending myself, going to see the heavens, going to see God. And they might say it like that. As soon as the tears coming up. Hold up, girl. Hold up. You leave me. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna go see. You see these tears? Like, you ask, like, why your teardrop started in the middle of your cheek? I just had surgery, and my face is messed up. You gonna pick on me now? I'm gonna go see God. I'm gonna go see God. They'll do that to you, y'all. Literally. fake cry, and then threaten to end their own, threaten to leave the world of the living, to make you feel guilty, to keep you there, and to keep you unhappy. You're not happy. You know when somebody threatens to unalive themselves and you decide to stay with them because you don't want the guilt of them passing on you. You know you're not happy with that stuff, and people stay for years, and you keep doing it multiple times. People, put it in the comment section, because I need people who are experiencing this now or may experience it in the future. I need y'all to show them in the comment section, if you made it this far, that somebody threatened to unalive themselves, and you still broke up with them, and they're still here on this planet right now, years later, months later, days later. Because I know sometimes will they do it? Yes, there's a very, very small chance of them doing it. You call the hotline, call the police for a welfare check. Don't take it off of you. It's off of your plate. You did what you needed to do. What are you going to do? Because I tell people this all the time. If this is to say they will do it. So if they will end them, if they will end their own existence, what do you think that they will do to you? Honest question. If they are willing to end their own existence, what do you think that they will do to you? You think you matter to them more than they matter to themselves? Huh? You're dealing with a narcissist, and somehow you think you matter more to them than they do themselves. So you think you're going to keep them on this planet. They're going to take you and them out. They're going to take you and themselves out. You think you mean more than... And this is not me being disparaging. This is me trying to wake you up to understand, because if they will end themselves, they will end you. I promise you. Now, I know you don't think you want to stay there to try to keep them on this planet. They will end themselves, and they will end you. I promise. Anyways, y'all, don't fall for the guilt. Don't fall for the manipulation. Empower yourself. Take back your strength. Be strong. Mental Illness is out. Peace.